What up, y'all? Welcome into another one of Tits Beer Bong 420's beer reviews. Okay, it's another Headstrong. I've only had their pale ale before. No, sorry. I've only had their black and tan before, which was supposed to be like their pale ale and stout. But I've never ever seen anything about a Headstrong stout. But it says that the pale ale was, or that their black and tan was a pale ale and a stout. But they may not make a stout, so that's strange. Seems like all the Headstrong beers are 5.5%. All the Headstrong beers I have ever seen, like in person, they all say they're from the Big Hole Brewing Company in Utica, New York, where they also make those Yankee Jims. And apparently, at one point, I don't know if this still exists at all, but apparently there's some word from other people who have reviewed what I'm about to review. Like, Hughley mentioned this in one of his videos, you know, the Hughley beer reviews. So, what up to you? I did not hear Albino Rhino talk about this, and I did see it mentioned in the description about some Munich lager that they have, but apparently some of their beers got made at, like, some place in Guelph, Ontario, I believe it was, for Canadians. But then apparently some people are saying that their cans are saying that they're from Montana, but then their cans look different than mine. Anyways, I have the Headstrong Pale Ale. It's 5.5%. It's from Utica, New York, the Big Hole Brewing Company. But on this site here that I'm on, it says for the description, Headstrong Pale Ale, inspired by the legacy of authentic British pale ales, is crafted with imported British grains, a special strain of British yeast, and hopped with prime Kent hops for a floral hop aroma, rich texture, and well-balanced malt finish. Note, this beer is also brewed at Matt Brewing Company. So apparently this Matt Brewing Company, Madison River Brewing thing, or whatever the hell they are, is Montana. So all I can tell you is, for me, I get this stuff from Big Hole Brewing Company in Utica, New York. But apparently they're also making it in Montana for some people, and I guess it was once sold, made in Canada or something, I don't know. So yeah, this is what my can looks like. It's different from some people's cans, because I guess back in the day. 40 IBU, cold hopped with Cascades, so it's supposed to be quite hoppy. And just so you know, there's no real such thing as a British pale ale to the British people out in the UK. A British pale ale, like a pale ale in Britain, is more like a bottled bitter or something like that, and saying British pale ale is more what's been adapted as a style in North America. Not sure if I ever knew the actual reason why. But anyways, since 1998, Headstrong Pale Ale, 5.5%. Cheers. I remember when I had the black and tan, some of it tasted crappy and some of it tasted alright, so it was probably an alright one overall, but I just remember it wasn't always a great one. But it looks like Big Hole does better with their Headstrong than some of those Yankee Jim, because years and years ago when I used to find the regular Yankee Jim Bock beer, I tried it out. It was like a beast trying to break out of my belly, lion or tiger, too much pain. Then back in those years, I used to drink the honey Yankee Jim. It was good. Haven't seen that one in years. But then I finally tried a while back the so-called ice Bock, but that high gravity, but that was more like some bad lager or bad malt liquor, and it was just, I should have stayed away from it longer. Then from Yankee Jim, I know they have some gold draft or whatever the hell it is by the case, some ice by the case, which is 5.5%, and then there's supposed to be some slow brewed one at 6% by the case, but I don't want to get these cases, so I don't know if you'll ever see me review them. Maybe there's a single one day. And I just know some of the icebox Yankee Jim make are in a different can without the high gravity can, and those are 6.5. But anyways, blah blah blah. See how Headstrong is. Just seems they don't always do well with Yankee Jim. So I'd say try the honey if you can, but avoid the Bach and the so-called ice Bach. Anyways, Headstrong Pale Ale, soapy, bubbly, 2-finger head. It's carbonated, there's bubbles going up, bubbles on the glass. It's not like super hardcore carbonated, but there's quite a bunch of bubbles going up pretty good. So it's got some carbonation. I don't know if I'd say pale ale, more like a coppery orange red or something kind of. Man, it smells like it's going to be a hop bomb. Smells more like some sort of a hoppy ale. It does have 40 IBUs. Cheers. Honestly, it's okay, I guess. Okay, those hops. They call this a pale ale. This is more like a really weak IPA. Because you're getting like some fruity hops in there, like the Cascadian ones and whatnot, or Challengers or whatever they are. It does say cold hop with Cascades. But anyways, you get like those hops in it that give you like the fruity taste, and that give better like a little. You know what? This is like those citrus sour fruits, like your lemons and your oranges and your grapefruits, kind of, I guess you could say. And there's a little bit of the bitter hop bite there, a little bit. But I mean, the beer itself doesn't stay wet and cold in your mouth for a long time. And I do have this cold enough, but it doesn't taste like it's all that cold there. It has like a, I don't know, the body of it is like medium bodied. It's not all that heavy. So I guess medium bodied doesn't keep your mouth really wet or anything long. You just get this quick waterness that seems kind of warm somehow, and then that goes away. But when that comes in, you also get that quick little bit of like a hop bitter bite quickly. That might be a bit grassy, and then when it's not completely dry but more dry in your mouth, like I said, you're left with all like these citrus hop taste, oranges maybe, grapefruit maybe, lemon, something like that. So yeah, it's definitely not terrible, but to me it doesn't taste like a pale ale. It tastes like more like an IPA, and it's not disgusting, but I'm not finding this all that amazing. Like I mean, it's fine. It doesn't taste bad at all, but it's not making me super excited about this one. So it's nice for trying out. It's not crazily hopped. It's like lightly hopped IPA, I guess you could say, but they call it Headstrong Pale Ale. It's actually alright, so I'll give it the same as the percentage, 5.5 out of 10.